Welcome to the Golden Age Report. Today we're going to look at the massive buildup in the Black Sea region which eventually led to the withdrawal of Russia from Kherson City. Let's start by looking at the massive package sent by the US and Spain. Just take a look at this package. It seems that every 2 or 3 days now the US is sending a sizable package to Ukraine. After listening in on the latest Pentagon briefing, it sounds like longer range missiles are being delivered with possibly an even bigger warhead. The spokesperson made it sound like they'd be able to hit Crimea now. The buildup was quite sizable on both sides. Russia had recently added 82,000 frontline troops. Putin had been threatening to shoot down commercial satellites that were helping in Ukraine's effort. Newer and more powerful Iranian drones were thought to be on their way. Russia also has their own drones and the other Shiat 36 drones that they were having great success with. There's always the Russian Air Force, which can deliver airstrikes. There are also rumors of Iranian missiles making their way over for Russia. Let's remember that in 2019, Iran shot down a Global Hawk surveillance drone of the US. There had also been new reports of the completion of an Iranian hypersonic missile. On the Ukrainian side, there had been an increase in volunteers making up the foreign legions for NATO. Also, let's remember that Russia had 2 traps set up for Ukraine over the last 2 months where they've lost tens of thousands of men. One of them was this area here near the river where Russia had trapped men several times stuck on the opposite side of the bank while they flooded the river by destroying a dam. Ukraine had brought in the Azov battalion to ensure that nobody retreated from this little death path over here. Ukraine had sent over devastating attacks on Kherson City, knocking out the power and water supplies. Although Russia had extensive air defenses in the area, they were only able to knock out 80 to 90% of the missiles coming in. Russia had been evacuating civilians at the rate of 5,000 per day prior to their military withdrawal. There was also increased tensions due to the potential threat of a dirty bomb. We also had the threat of the Novakahova Dam being destroyed by several different methods, and that would have flooded the region and trapped the military. Russia performed an orderly, systematic withdrawal to the south of the river due to supply issues or the possibility of the dam flooding. They exploded 3 major bridges on the way out. This will make it extremely difficult for the Ukraine to attack. There was all kinds of rumors spreading on social media about thousands of Russians being killed in their withdrawal, but that simply doesn't seem to be true. Towards the end of the retreat, the Ukrainians launched a massive HIMARS strike on the retreating soldiers, but the Russian side says that they've shot them all down. They're also claiming that they were able to jam the GPS and cause the HIMARS rockets to miss their targets. This would be very interesting development. HIMARS rockets have really made a difference on the battlefield. Let's remember that Russia is the world leader in electronic warfare. That really came to light back in 2015 when Russian planes flew over a US warship, leaving it totally disabled during the Syrian war. According to Zelensky, 2,000 mines, tripwires, and unexploded shells had been left behind for them to deal with. After the withdrawal, new speculation started circulating that Russia could launch an EMP attack. So let's take a look at the current situation. Russia does still have subs and warships in the area. This could just be another trap set by General Armageddon. Russia has retreated to a very strong position, and we've been hearing about this possibility for quite a while. Russia may just be waiting to see if Ukraine does continue to advance to the Russian ethnic region. Russia does still have the ability to reduce the Kherson to rubble and wipe out all the forces that moved in. Heck, they may have the explosives already set up to detonate. I don't know that Ukraine would have moved in adequate air defense into the area. Hopefully some kind of peace agreement will be finalized so it doesn't come to that. And then there's always the possibility of the flooding and breaking of that dam. That is the reason why Russia left the area. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll just have to see what happens from here. And thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and pound that like button. There's going to be a lot more coming. We're just getting started.